Welcome, I'm Renee Chevy, and I help men reach the pinnacle of their potential. In the next series of videos, I'm going to be going over several books that have personally helped me in my self-improvement journey. Now, these are not the only books that I have. I've got plenty of more, but these are the books that have personally helped me grow the most, without all that chit-chat, without all of these unnecessary statistics and like fill in the pages type of books. These are the type of books that have personally changed my life. They've changed my complete perspective on how I view the world. They've completely helped me level up my confidence, my social network, my intelligence, my knowledge on economics as well as politics. These books are absolutely phenomenal. These are just the type of books that I would recommend personally to my fans and the people watching this video. If you haven't already, you should click the subscribe button to see more of these videos in the future. So the first book I'll be going over is The Four Agreements. The Four Agreements is a very special book to me because it has helped me overcome social anxiety. It has helped me heal some childhood trauma that I didn't even know that I had. This book all around is great for those who struggle with a lack of confidence. Maybe you want to level up your social network. Maybe you want to try and get better with speaking to girls, cold approaching. This book is for those who are into public speaking, you're into sales, or maybe you're just a person struggling with social anxiety. This book is for you. The author goes into the 4 agreements which you must accept in order to overcome your social anxiety and your childhood trauma given to you from a very young age. In the 4 agreements, Don Miguel Ruiz reveals the source of self-limiting beliefs that rob us of joy and create needless suffering. Based on ancient Toltec wisdom, the 4 agreements offer a powerful code of conduct that can rapidly transform our lives to a new experience of freedom, true happiness, and love. Just the back cover speaks for itself. It's absolutely an amazing book, and I recommend this for anyone who is struggling with social anxiety, or if you're just trying to level up your mental health. This book is for you. Now, the author goes over the 4 agreements which you must master. First agreement is be impeccable with your word. The second agreement, don't take anything personally. The third agreement, don't make assumptions. And lastly, the 4th agreement, always do your best. Now, every single agreement has absolutely changed the way I would look at the world. This is only a very small book. It's about 113 pages long. But with every single page, it brings me closer to revealing my true identity, my true self. It helps me uncover that shadow self, which you may or may not have heard of when people talk about doing shadow work. It has definitely helped me understand that placing weight on other people's opinions about yourself over your own opinion about yourself is very damaging, and it's the worst thing you could possibly do for your social anxiety. The first agreement, be impeccable with your word, has helped me understand that my words hold weight. In the book he talks about use your words like magic, because your words like spells. That is why you call spelling. With every word you tell yourself, with every word you tell others, it's casting a spell upon them, and with every belief that you put into them, it's a step closer to them to actually believing what you actually say. I'm not gonna say his name, but you know that leader who his name starts with the letter H. He's partly responsible for the cause of World War II. You know that guy? Well, he said that the more you repeat a lie over and over and over again, the more believable it becomes. Now, I'm not talking about lies here, but when people say that you are this, you are that, you can't do that. The more and more they say it, the more and more you start to believe it yourself. And that is what the first agreement taught me by being impeccable with my word. The second agreement, don't take anything personally, has been an absolute mind blower. I was absolutely amazed when I've read this agreement, and this is one of the first ones I actually took to heart, and I've actually understood this. And for the rest of my life, I will be going around my life with this agreement. Yes, all of the agreements are great, but the second agreement has been the most life-changing personally for me. For you it may be different, but placing weight on other people's opinions about yourself over your own opinions about yourself is the worst thing you could possibly do for your social speaking skills, for your social anxiety, for meeting new people, or just self-confidence in general. The third agreement, don't make assumptions, is definitely one of those agreements where I do need to work more on, because making assumptions, I do that pretty much every day. It is part of my anxiety, my social anxiety with surrounding myself with people. I constantly make assumptions about other people or about myself or the way they view me, because I do have that degree of trauma from my past where I constantly need to look behind my back. I need to overthink, I need to reevaluate my situation every single day. And making assumptions personally destroyed me, mentally, physically and spiritually. Goes back to the second agreement, to not take anything personally. And if you don't take anything personally, you also have to be the one to not make assumptions about other people. Because you can't just say, okay, I'm not going to take anything other people say personally, but then I'm going to pose my assumptions on other people. That's not how it works. The world works in a way where what goes around comes around. It's to a degree in the law of karma. You can't just say, okay, I'm not going to take what people say personally, but then I'm going to put my pressure onto other people to make them feel worse about themselves. To me, that is pretty stupid. If you do that towards other people, you're basically being a hypocrite. And you're basically breaking the second and third agreement of this book. The third agreement won't work without the second, and the second agreement will not work without the third. And lastly, and the fourth agreement is try your best. Always try your best. No matter what it is, no matter what it is you're working on, the higher importance it is for your life, the more you should work harder at that. Now this is one of those agreements where I don't completely agree on. I don't think you should be trying your best on every single aspect of your life you should do. You shouldn't be tiring yourself out while like doing just regular laundry, cooking, just regular chores around the house, and then when you could have been using that willpower towards your actual fulfilling work, actual things that are going to push the needle forward in your life. I don't think you should be stressing over these meaningless things and putting all your effort into those where you should have been putting that effort into other things. And that's just my personal belief. Maybe I haven't just understood this agreement completely. This is just the way I've kind of interpreted this agreement. And yeah, mostly I do agree on this. You should always do your best. You should never give up, even if it's hard, even if maybe you feel unsure, maybe you feel lost. Doing your best towards the goal you're trying to achieve will never do you wrong. And that's probably what the author himself is talking about. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. Men don't attract that which they want, but that which they are. And I'll see you in the next one.